Okay, I can proudly announce that jumpless troll hole is no longer the worst thing I've ever found. And since I jumped, I'm just going to reload the save. Not that it matters for a demonstration anyway. So, at one point, this was so precise that I was actually, like, my first consistent setup involved me lining up the skybox pixel perfect so that I had the exact angle within 1/10 of a degree to get through it. That's no longer necessary. I made it a lot easier since then. There was also other setups that involved using secret buttons on the keyboard, like the slow walk button. That's one of the ones they don't tell you about, but I'm sure you can find where it is if you look for long enough. None of that anymore. This whole thing is just done by strafing right now. So, we've got to go through two objects. We have to go through this log first, then through that rock. So I'm going to line myself against the wall. I'm going to strafe right. And I'm going to turn Bilbo's angle until strafing right just barely pushes Bilbo forward. Then I'm going to go into the corner and strafe right for a bit. And that should push me just barely into the log. Angle's just slightly off. Yeah, that'll do. The log we don't actually have to sneak very far into, or strafe very far into. You only need to get your head slightly stuck in it. I'm just going to reset this angle because I've started going through the wall instead of the log. Okay, there we go. That's a good angle. And that'll do. Then sneak out over here. It's hard to train yourself not to hit jump when you're partially stuck into a wall. And for this part, this is the part where I used to come here and I used to like perfectly align the skybox above the potion and get everything pixel perfect, but I don't do that now. I just do the same thing. I strafe against the wall until Bilbo's just slightly moving forward. Then I come to the corner. Yeah, this is a lot easier. And there's really no way to express how much easier this was than the old method. This one in particular, you're going to have to switch to moving forward a little bit at various parts. Also, my angle was a little steeper than it needed to be. Let's try again. You can get stuck on this one, so you do actually have to pop Bilbo into walking forward. Just a couple of times. Yeah, there's one of the sticking points. Like, I don't know how to express that I've spent the last 6 hours lining up skybox pixels to get exactly 1/10 of a degree to even make this possible. And now, it's all so easy. Oops. I messed up. On the log, you can use the stick to help yourself get all the way through, because there's multiple geometries there. On this, you don't want to use the stick. Oh, and the old setup used to involve running forward for literally 5 to 10 minutes at a time at various points. So this is also much quicker. Getting pretty close to being all the way through the rock. I think this should be good. Now I just have to resist the urge to jump. And that's the end of the level.